Berlin, a grand building designed to project German power and prestige. The atmosphere was cordial, champagne flowed, handshakes were exchanged, but beneath the pleasantries, this was a negotiation among rivals. Each nation wanted to maximize its gains while minimizing conflict with the others. Otto von Bismarck opened the conference with a speech about civilization, free trade, and the improvement of Africa. The language was polite, even noble, but the goal was clear: divide Africa. Over the next 3 months, the delegates would meet regularly, drafting agreements, negotiating boundaries, and establishing the rules of colonization. The Berlin Conference produced several key agreements that would define the colonization of Africa. Let's break them down. 1. The principle of effective occupation. This was the most important rule. It stated that for a European power to claim African territory, it had to demonstrate effective occupation, meaning it had to establish a physical presence. Simply drawing a line on a map wasn't enough. You needed soldiers, administrators, or settlers on the ground. This rule was designed to prevent empty claims, but in practice, it triggered a race. European powers scrambled to send expeditions into the African interior to plant flags and establish forts before their rivals could. 2. Freedom of navigation on African rivers. The conference declared that the Congo River and the Niger River were to be free and open for trade by all nations. This sounds reasonable, but it had a dark purpose. It allowed European merchants and militaries to travel deep into Africa's interior, bypassing African control over trade routes. For African kingdoms that had grown wealthy by controlling river trade, this was devastating. The rules of the game had changed without their input. 3. Recognition of the Congo Free State. This was King Leopold II's great victory. The conference officially recognized the Congo Free State, not as a colony of Belgium, but as Leopold's personal property. Leopold had spent years lobbying European governments, presenting himself as a humanitarian who wanted to abolish the slave trade and bring Christianity to Africa. He hired the famous explorer Henry Morton Stanley to establish outposts in the Congo Basin and make treaties with local chiefs, treaties that the chiefs often didn't understand or were coerced into signing. In Berlin, Leopold's efforts paid off.